Welcome to Tabletop Battle Adventures DDay 1200 hour Turn24 Part 2. For the details, you have to go back and watch the introduction video for this turn. Hedgerows just outside of Carentan. 1058 Grenadiers headquarters, main building of the farm complex. Bridges leading into Carentan. The river lock is open. Has been for the whole battle. Green fields are flooded. Infantry advance. No run. No firing heavy weapons from the flooded areas. Brown fields are normal. In the flooded areas, vehicles are not allowed at all. Unless you build a corduroy log road. And we're going to start out with a German ambush. The Germans' ambush positions. Here's 6 Fallschirmjäger, 3rd section, 2 soldiers in the 2nd floor of the ruined building. They'll stay on ambush for now. They're waiting for an enemy to walk across the open area between the garden and the destroyed wall. Some 506 soldiers over there that are working their way there. There's also a forward observer from 6 Fallschirmjäger. He's going to stay on ambush. He already called in an artillery strike turn 22 that failed to come in turn 23 and failed to come in on this turn as well, on the building center screen. So he's going to stay on ambush over here. And then inside of this 1058 Grenadiers headquarters, the platoon commander on the 2nd floor, he's on ambush, but he's going to stay on ambush for now. So the Germans are going to pass the ambush on to the U.S. forces. We'll start out right here. 506 first squad assistant leaders on ambush. I think they're going to fall back out of the hedgerow before the Puma advances. There's no sense in staying here. Whatever battlefield edge is controlled by the U.S. forces next turn, 25, they will be able to bring in their company of armor reinforcements and all the surviving infantry for Omaha Beach. U.S. forces just captured Omaha Beach in the last video, as the remaining 5 Germans fled the Omaha Beach defenses. The German reinforcements next turn, 25, will come in from any battlefield edge they control, from the Puma this way, any battlefield edge. And currently, the Germans have control of this road, so they'll be able to bring in reinforcements on this road also, which is better than having to come across that bridge that's only needs, I think, 4 damage to maybe 5 to be destroyed. First squad assistant leader, he's going to give an order. He's going to receive an advance order. He's going to fall back in the hedgerow, and he's going to give an order to the 506 platoon leader, first lieutenant, and he'll receive an advance order as well. First squad assistant leader is going to advance over and try to stop the bleeding on the wounded 57mm AT gun crew member. He'll be able to stop the bleeding on a roll of a 6. Next attempt will be on a 5-up. Alright, so the first squad assistant leader gave an order to the platoon leader. Platoon leader is taking a test at a 10 and under. He only has 1 pin marker. He passes. No pins. He's going to give out 2 orders. He's going to advance backwards, though, and then give out 1 order to the 2 surviving 2nd MMG team soldiers, and also these 2 soldiers from first squad, the LMG team. Everyone's fallen back. First lieutenant's going to order the first squad LMG team to go on ambush, actually. And then he'll order the second MMG team with their 4-pin markers to advance. Their position is known where the first squad LMG team is hidden. So we'll try to get these guys out of here. But the first lieutenant's going to give a +2, so they'll be testing at an 8 and under on this advance. They pass down to 3-pin markers, and they're going to fall back just behind the lieutenant for now. Alright, second MMG team with 2 surviving soldiers receive a run order. They advance out of the hedgerow behind the first lieutenant. They can get rid of their other 3-pin markers on the next turn. First squad LMG team facing down against the Puma, hidden on ambush. And first squad assistant leader trying to stop the bleeding on the 57mm AT gun crew. Wraps up the left flank for now for the 506th. Over to the 506th, right flank. Second squad leader Sergeant Braden still on ambush, in range to order platoon commander Captain Carey with radio operator to make a move. And they actually need to call in an artillery strike again on this bridge. So we will want to get that done. This bridge only needs 5 more damage to be destroyed. Be good to sever the Germans, since the Germans are looks like they're gonna have possession of this road. Because the only thing they have to knock out this half track is actually, there's a chance inside of this building there's the 506 flamethrower team about in the center of the building. So they could attack. They could. If we could knock this half track out and then race the 3rd squad soldier here, get him across that road, we'd have possession of this road and be able to bring in U.S. forces on here. More importantly, stop the Germans from bringing any armor in on this flank. Maybe worth risking it. I think we will. So let's hold off. Let me think about it. 506, second squad leader Sergeant Braden receives from ambush, receives advance order. He's going to move up and he's going to order the platoon commander Captain Carey to receive a fire order. Sergeant Braden will not fire. He will remain hidden. Platoon commander Captain Carey receives his fire order. He's going to have his radio operator is going to call in another artillery strike on this bridge in case we fail to seize this road. And even if we do, we don't want the Germans bringing reinforcements across that bridge from Carentan to make them come all across that bridge. So we'll call an artillery strike in center of the bridge. Come roll for it next turn after the artillery strikes rolled for the 6 Fallschirmjäger on the corner of this building. Platoon commander Captain Carey has 3 order dice. His first order dice is going to go to the second squad LMG gunner, and he's going to open fire on. He's going to receive a fire order and try to take out 6 Fallschirmjäger platoon leader, the first lieutenant Reese. He'll have to pass his orders test first. 10 and under. Passes. He keeps the pin marker because of being a small team. He's going to fire right here, so it's going to be 4s for the small team and 6s for hard cover. The German will not go down. 4 shots, needs 6s. Get another pin. That's a 3rd pin marker on the first lieutenant. And he is, the German officers and NCOs are veterans, can only be killed on a 6 and wounded on a 5. So just a pin marker. Platoon commander Captain Carey's second order dice. His radio operator is going to order the light mortar team on the bridge to fire on the first lieutenant's position, needing a 6. Next turn, he'll be hitting on a 5. But we got to find out where that 2-inch HE mortar round is going to land. 2d6 and a scatter dice. Platoon commander, Captain carries third order dice, radio over to the medium mortar, who's actually in the edge of the head drum. And he'll receive a fire order, needing a 5 this turn. His target is the 6 Fallschläger, 2 soldiers in this defensive position from first section. And they cannot go down because one soldier just stopped the bleeding on the other soldier this turn. So needing a 5. Is it enough on the 5 to call it the 5? I mean, or is it a leaner? Oh. Gonna have to re-roll. Alright, needing a 5 up. Oh. Alright, we need to find out where that round's gonna land. 2d6 and scatter dice. Medium mortar will be hitting on a 4 next turn. On to the first dice of this turn. 506 Flamethrower Team receives advance order. Flamethrower Team is within 6 inches of the back, or of the gunner in the half track. Hitting on a 3, movement 4, close range 3. D6 hits. 4 hits. D3 plus 1 pin marker. So 3 pin markers. 4 hits. Plus 3 penetration, top armor, so plus 4. So I run my half tracks as 8 armor. So 4 chances at needing a 4 up. 1, 2, a 1. Okay, we got 1. We got 1 penetration. There's a chance. Alright, damage results table. Oh, yes, he knocks the half track out. Does the gunner in the back escape? So on a roll of so he's a veteran. He's this 6 Fallschlägers platoon sergeant. This is a plus 3 penetration weapon, so he'll be dying on a 3, wounded on a 2. So only on a 1 does he escape. He's dead. 506 Flamethrower. So now this road is contested again. So neither U.S. nor Germans can bring in reinforcements at this on the road here. Epic. Platoon sergeant 6 Fallschläger jumps out but still burned alive. Right in front of everybody. That being the first dice of 1200 hours, turn 24. I think that's the perfect spot to call it a night. We still got a chance now. The 506 has 1 soldier left here that from 3rd Squad who could make a dash to take possession of the road. Or maybe the Flamethrower team themselves. Everybody else is a little too far away to have a chance. Next time will be a U.S. dice. Thanks for watching.